And we are live. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you guys for being here on ABL Live on Instagram. Shout out to you guys watching right now live. Shout out to you guys who are watching on the replay, whether Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, however you find me. Thank you for being here. I most certainly appreciate you. Come one, come all, come on in and enjoy the show. What's going on, Not Your Average B? Shout out to you, Not Your Average B. Shout out to you. All right. Arbiter, what's going on? All right, say Arbiter said Unk. All right. Some kids Zen says, hey, ABL, YouTube is down. I saw YouTube is down. That's crazy. See, look, hey, ain't got good all the time. That's why we on you. That's why we're not on YouTube. We're on Instagram right now. So it's lit. What's going on, Joseph Zoe? Thank you for joining. I saw YouTube is down. That's crazy, ain't it? Moral laws, what's happening? What's going on? Remix. I ain't gonna say your full name because you can't say that on the internets. Everything's good, Joseph. You know, things are the way they are. RIP, Jesse Jackson, of course. RIP. Jay Brown says, what's up, ABL? Been following for years now. Hope you're well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I couldn't do any of this without you, so thank you. Thank you. What's going on? Cleisha Peterson, shout out to you. What's that? Ferguson says, how do I tell my girlfriend the makeup she has on looks ridiculous, but in a nice way? Well, look, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know, you might want to just be a little passive aggressive if you're not really with it. Because me, if it looks crazy, I'm going to say it. I'll be like, that ain't really, yeah, I don't think I like that too much. You doing something new? I don't think I like that too much. I mean, you're still beautiful. I prefer you to wear no makeup. But that's me. Everybody's different. And it depends on who you got. If you know you got a sensitive person and they don't take criticism too well, you got to just kind of lie a little bit just to get them to understand or be a little more straightforward. You understand who your partner is. So long story less long, do what is best suited for your particular individual and for your ability to be able to sustain some of that kickback. You know, that's all I would say. If you need her to pay that half of the rent, and if you say something, she ain't going to pay it, well, hey, man, you might want to go ahead and keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? Keep your mouth shut on that one. Hey, you know what, Cleisha, you could be my cousin. You never know. Hey, you know, it's the United States African American ancestry is an interesting thing. So you never know. You could be my cousin. All right. Hey, it could be. You got any family in West Virginia, Ohio, Virginia, North Carolina, DC, Maryland? Hey, you never know. What's going on, Shelly? Shelly says, good evening. Thank you for being here. Sun Kid Zen says, right, I was wondering if you were going to hop on. Hey, like I said, we got our good old IG now that YouTube is down, but I was going to be here anyway, so it worked out perfect. Yeah, now Iron Spider talking about Michael Jordan touching kids. Now, look, as far as what Jordan did with the boy, I don't know. It could kind of go either way. I'm going to just say this. If you guys have seen that video of Michael Jordan with the boy, he was like tugging at his shirt or he was touching him inappropriately. I can't really tell what was going on, but the fact that I can't really tell for 100% certain lets me know that he shouldn't have been doing it. Am I right when I say that? The fact that I really couldn't tell what was going on lets me know he shouldn't have been doing it. If there's any room for ambiguity, you're in trouble. I don't want nothing to be ambiguous. I want it to be crystal clear. So I ain't gonna do nothing like that at all, period. It's just too much. People talking about oh, he had some ice on his back. Oh, okay. Well, he had the ice down his back and he was trying to get it out, but it don't take all that tugging and pugging and all of that to get the ice out. And then was there any ice stuck to his back of his knee? Why did he do that? And then there was another video of him with the racer, what's his name? Lewis Hamilton, or whatever his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hugged up. It's like, bro, come on, come on, MJ. You're doing a little bit too much. It might not be nothing there. It might just be something that looks kind of crazy, but it's not crazy, but you're doing a little bit too much, bro. Okay, you're doing a little bit. You know the other MJ got hemmed up like that. Why would you put yourself in a situation that looks anywhere near that? I don't understand. So even if it ain't nothing going on, Michael Jordan, that wasn't a good look. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, hold on. Go for Martin P says, hey, filming on YouTube, Void my guy. I'll be here either way. Hey, there you go. Shout out to you. Not Your Average B says, I'm currently separated but want a divorce. Uh-oh. Well, hey, I'm not here to talk about nobody. I don't know nothing about nothing. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I say good luck to you. in your endeavors. Hopefully everything works out well. Hopefully you guys can be cordial with each other and keep the peace. That's all I would ask for. Anything else? Hey, marriage, relationships are a very complicated thing. So, when you're sitting down with a therapist or somebody, they're probably going to ask you 1,000,001 questions. You're going to be in there giving out your deepest, darkest secrets. People are going to be in there crying and carrying on because there's a lot to it. And then depending on if you got kids, you've been married for a long time, y'all got a deep connection. So I say Godspeed, good luck to you guys. Hopefully you guys can keep the peace. Keep the peace. Oh, you're Jamaican. Oh, okay. Well, hey, you know what? The slave trade was a funny thing, wasn't it? Some of my cousins got dropped off over there. Some of them got dropped off over there. And it's like a shuttle from the airport. It's like, all right, where y'all got it's like a bus. Okay, where's your stop? Yeah, my stop is right here in Jamaica. Oh, okay. You getting off? Nah, man, I gotta go way up the way. All right, I'll see you in a minute. And then somebody else go Cuba. Somebody else go to Haiti. And then boom, I land right in Virginia. Mar-a-Laws, you from Ohio? Shout out to Ohio. I got a lot of family. Listen, Mar-a-Laws, I got a lot of family in Columbus. If you see anybody, and I'm being so serious when I say this, if you see anybody in Columbus who looks like me, they are my cousin. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. And I'm being for real. Like, people that look like me, my side, I want to say I got more of them in Columbus than anywhere else in the world. So, yeah. I'm not from Columbus. I was not born there, but a lot of my family looks like me. This side of the family, they stay over there. So anybody that look like me in Columbus, Ohio, that's you might as well just say, hey, ABL. And they might respond. All right. Let me see. Mar-a-Law says everyone is a witch hunt due to Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, but the video did look crazy. Even if it was no Epstein around, that video still looks crazy. So I will say that. But I think that, again, it's up to Michael Jordan to just behave a little bit better and not do stuff like that could be seen in the way that it might not be. Or it might just be that, and we're dealing with somebody that's a predator. So, but I don't know which one is what. So I can't say one way or the other, Iron Spider says, I feel like I like Jordan, but that video of him was wild. It was wild. It was a crazy video. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but it looked crazy. I'm going to just say that. Iron Spider said, only JB can get away with that. JB, who is that? Natural Average B says, I learned after 15 years of marriage isn't for me. Well, hey, sometimes a lesson needs to be learned over a period of time, and you learn it and you can grow and keep moving. Yeah, it ain't take me that long. Hey, shout out to my ex. I'm cool though. Everything, they cool. But I think it's not for me either. Maybe not right now. Maybe when I get to be 100 years old. I don't know. But not right now. All right. Said, listen, cuz. Hey, I'm telling you, I got dropped off, and then y'all got dropped off. You got to have a family reunion. That's what that's going to be. The Instagram is a family reunion for everybody that got dropped off in different places. All right. Yeah, a remix. Remix says, ABL spit them bars about that shim that shut up the hockey game. And that video, certain places you can't put that video. Like that's like a real issue, the whole transformer thing. That's a real issue that's plaguing the country. Very serious issue. A lot of these guys are crazy. They go over the edge. They go nuts. Like the guy even said it. He's like, you wonder why we keep going crazy. You wonder why we keep crashing out. That's a serious problem that needs to be addressed. The mental health issue of those who identify as transgender, not people that's gay. I'm talking about those who think they are a woman. That right there, that is a serious issue that needs to be addressed. And if it's not addressed, we're going to have a lot more issues just like this that occur, unfortunately. And RIP to all those who died. Prayers out to the family. All right, B. Hampo says, MJ said that he was getting the ice cubes out of his shirt. Yeah. I mean, anybody can say anything. It don't matter what he says. The thing is, how does it look? And again, if I was Michael Jordan, I wouldn't even do that. Even if he was trying to get the ice cubes out of the shirt, I would not put myself in a situation that looks like that. It looks crazy. Either way you slice it looks crazy. Oh, you're talking about Joe Biden. Okay. Yeah, Joe Biden could do something like that. Yeah, you got hairs on his legs and roaches and everything else. Mar-a-Law says, how old am I? I am 41 years old. And you know, it's funny because I see a lot of these comments online. Oh, you look 100 years old. I don't know, man. I feel like I don't look that old. It's just I look appropriate for my age. I think people nowadays either look really, really young or they look really, really old, like they on drugs and stuff like that. But I tell you what, though, if you see me in person, then you would kind of I look different in person. I look different than what you would expect me to look in person. I'm a tall person. I'm like 6'3" right now. I'm a pretty big guy. I look like I might have played football or something like this. When you see me, then I don't know. It kind of makes sense. But you know, the good thing about looking old online, and you don't really look old in person, I'm gonna look the exact same when I get to be 80 years old. I have an uncle that looks almost identical to me. He's 90 and looks like he's about 60. So that's pretty much what I look like. I'll look like my age now, but as I get older and older, I'll look younger and younger. So shout out to God, shout out to the genes, shout out to mom and dad, for sure. Natural Average B says we're already 3 children in. Well, hey, shout out to the kiddies. Hopefully the kids are going to be good through the process. And that's what I say. Make sure you guys are cordial because you got kids. And also for your own self, for your own mental health, for your well-being, make sure you guys are cordial to each other because ain't no sense in squabbling. Ain't no point in squabbling because it's over with. So now you could just move forward. Ain't no point in squabbling. That'll be what I say. What's going on, Miss Fine Vine? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you for rocking and rolling. Clicia says, no, I'm going to find your wife. Good, God-fearing wife. Ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing in 2026. Man, look, I done seen so much stuff out here with the Christians especially. Shout out to the Christians. But I done seen too much. It's like I'm shell-shocked. It's like I came home from the war. I done seen people get blown up. That's kind of how I feel. I done seen way too much in the street. That's just what's going on. So I think I'm good for now. And then when I get to be older, I'll just have nurses and stuff like that. When I get to be like 1,000 years old, Ms. Fine Vine says there's always a transgender doing this. Always. Always, always, always. Because they got mental problems. That's the bottom line. Marlaw says you look handsome, you don't look old. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you. Jay Brown says age doesn't matter, man. It's about miles on the clock. There you go. I'm going to use that. Age doesn't matter about the miles on the clock. There you go. Okay. Yeah, my odometer ain't flip over yet, so I think I'm good. Sandra says you look normal, not fake. There you go. Yeah. Ain't no filter. Hey, what the girl say? No filter. Yeah. So thank y'all. I appreciate it. Ms. Fine Fine says ABL is a moisturized 41-year-old. Thank you. See, look, y'all blowing me up now. Y'all giving me the big head now. But I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna say, oh no, stop, it's too much. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you, Steph. Steph says you look great. Thank you, thank you. Christian says you haven't met my friends. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're gonna see. Hey, we're gonna see what's what though, because people can, it's one thing to say something, but then when it's gotta happen, it could be a little different, but I don't know. I don't know, what's going on. So I had to just see how things progress. If you could just send them my way and then I see what's going on, maybe we can work something out. Christian says, praying for you. I'm going to leave you alone, but I'm praying for God to change your heart. Well, hey, God not done with me yet. So maybe that will succeed because God not done with me yet. Arkemansky Art says it's about that money. About that money. Hey, I like that little word, don't you? About that money. Yes, indeedy. Absolutely. All about that money. Moral Law says we be good friends, to be honest. Well, hey, there you go. Shout out to you. Hold on. All right, Moral Laws, you can go ahead and, you know what I mean? Send me a DM. No, I'm just playing. But you can go ahead. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. If you like what you're hearing so far, please give this video a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, do all that good stuff. That'll help me out tremendously. R.I.P. Jesse Jackson. R.I.P. I did my video about Trump being the first black president, and I had no idea. Like, I was on a podcast. Let me tell you the way that video came out. If you guys have seen my video about Trump being the first black president, I did a podcast in Atlanta. What was that? About 3 weeks ago, maybe? It's been a little while ago, not long ago, probably about 2-3 weeks ago. I did the podcast, and right when I sat down, I just started talking. It kind of reminds me of what they said about Cat Williams when he went to Club Shay Shay. He just started talking immediately. That was me. As soon as I sat down at that table, I started talking. And one of the first things I said was about Trump being the first black president, just speaking, because I've been feeling like that. Because the thing about Trump, he is basically a black person. He is one of us. He was outside with us. For years and years, he was outside with us. When other whites wouldn't really associate with us, they wouldn't take us seriously, they would not help us, he was always there for us. He was one of us. He's from New York, Jamaica, Queens, same neighborhood 50 Cent. When 50 Cent was coming up, when he was starting to get things rocking and rolling, he had a thing called G-Unit Radio. You guys remember, I did a video about that a while ago. Well, G-Unit Radio, that's 50 Cent's operation, 50 Cent from Jamaica, Queens. Trump went to G-Unit Radio in person, suit, tie, all of that on. 50 Cent wasn't even there. It was Tony Yayo. So you only got the star there, one of the guys who's still somebody, but he was not the big star. Trump went there and spoke to them on the G-Unit Radio in person. Back in like 2012, like Trump, for years and years and years, has always been one of us. These claims about, oh, he got sued. I mean, anybody can get sued. You can get sued for anything. Okay, you don't put a wet floor sign in the lobby of a hotel, you're getting sued. You didn't do anything wrong necessarily. It's just you can get sued that way. You just happen to be liable. Somebody, some property manager or whoever got sued, that don't mean that he did something wrong. Now, if he didn't want to rent the blacks, then why did he let Jesse Jackson get free? Let's rewind. If Jesse Jackson, hold on, I'm getting discombobulated. If Trump did not want to rent to black people, then why did he give Jesse Jackson free rent at 40 Wall Street, Manhattan, New York City, in the Trump Tower? Free. I put the video out before Jesse passed, unfortunately. And again, rest in peace, Mr. Jackson. Prayers out to the family. I put the video out before he passed. This was like Thursday, Friday, I put it out. And Jesse Jackson said Trump helped us in the 84 and 88 presidential campaign funding. He gave Jesse free space on 40 Wall Street. He went to the meetings. He was always supporting them. When others, mainly whites, did not take them seriously, when others, mainly whites, ignored them, Trump was there. And not just for him, but for many of us, black Americans throughout the years. Nobody has helped us more than him. So I'd be stupid to sit here and call Trump a racist when he's the main guy that's been looking out for us. It make no sense. And Trump had a very classy response. He said, that was my friend. He was gregarious, all this, that, and the third. Very classy response. Didn't bash him at all. Although in recent years, Jesse's been kind of disagreeing with Trump, calling him a danger. Trump is a guy who is your friend no matter what. He's your friend. Okay? You guys are on the same page. You guys making things happen. He's your friend. And I don't think Jesse hated Trump even toward the end. He would just say certain things in public because he had to. Daryl Scott, I believe, shout out to you if you're watching, was one of Trump's guys in the first administration. He might be right now, black guy. He said, Jesse told him, when Trump gets in there in 2016, make sure you're there because we need a black guy in there with him. Okay, so Jesse understood that Trump was a good guy and he would listen to black people, to black American people. But I'm told that I'm a coon, Uncle Tom, and it's funny because the racism that I get from this is ridiculous because I'm told it's the conservatives who are racist. They don't like black people. They want to call me the N-word, the C-word, the this word, the that word. But all I get is that from the left. Uncle Tom, coon, sellout, N-word. That's their favorite. The number one favorite word from the left, whether it be black, white, Puerto Rican, and Kenyan stripe, is N-I-G-G-E-R when it comes to me being a conservative. That's the truth. So I'm the actual pro-black. I'm the actual guy who wants the best for the black community, black Americans. And Trump was the same way. How about Barack Obama? You had a so-called black president for 2 terms. Reparations, HBCU funding, What did you get from Barack Obama other than hope and change? A slogan, a catchphrase, a t-shirt. Maybe you got some self-esteem because, okay, you got somebody that is biracial, black, whatever. He's in the Oval Office. That makes it a possible thing to achieve. And shout out to him for that. You see Michelle Obama, a black first lady. You feel good about that, and that's a good thing. But what did you actually get that was tangible? Look, when Trump came in office, you know what he did? Permanently funded black HBCUs, because before Trump came in, they had to go ask for funding every year, going to the White House, begging. Trump said, you know what, no more, let's make it permanent. You don't got to keep coming back here. I got you. Don't worry about it. And then he had the First Step Act. A lot of our uncles, a lot of our dads, a lot of our cousins that have been locked up since the 90s on drug charges, 35 years, 40 years, Trump freed them from the penitentiary. Trump freed Harry O, who was one of the founding members of Death Row Records. That's how you got Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and then eventually you had Eminem and 50 Cent, because they came from Dr. Dre Aftermath, who started with Death Row with Suge Knight and Harry O. I mean, he's done so much for us. Jennifer Hudson, when a lot of her family was murdered, Trump said, come on to Trump Tower, Chicago, I got you for free. He didn't want any press, no publicity. He just did it. Tell me the person who's done that much for us. Tell me that person. I'm waiting to hear it. And when I try to explain that to people, N-I-G-G-E-R, N-I-G-G-E-R. That's what I get when I try to explain that. It's like, who's the racist? I'm trying to understand. I just don't really get it. But yeah, Trump is one of us. He's black. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you this picture. Like this right here, this let me know. This is, you know what this right here is? This is like your white frat member, okay? This is your white line brother right here. This is your white, the white boy in the hood that's super cool, connected. He got, you know what I mean? He got a little bit of everything that you need. He come outside and play basketball. That's Trump. He's black. He's black. Joe Biden could never. Hillary Clinton could never. Could never. Slick Willie. All Slick Willie did was have illegitimate black babies in Little Rock, Arkansas when he was the governor. But we ain't gonna talk about that though. Shout out Danny Williams. We're not gonna talk about that. Shout out to Danny Williams. Look him up. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna show you Bill Clinton's illegitimate son. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you his illegitimate son. Now, do they look alike? Now, allegedly, the light-skinned fellow is Bill Clinton's illegitimate son he had with a black woman in Little Rock. You can see Bill on the left-hand side of the screen. Okay. Do they favor? Is that his son? Oh, but he's a good guy, right? But what did he do, really? Lock black people up for 40 years, throw away the key, no rehab programs, no getting better, just lock them up, throw away the key. And then Trump had to be the guy to come free him. And then Joe Biden, the guy that a lot of black folks liked for some reason, was one who actually did the locking up. So Trump had to come in as a black president and free the black people from prison that Bill Clinton and Joe Biden put in there in 1994. But whatever, it's fine. Boss Mason says, remember, they all loved him until he recognized that the Democrats had destroyed the country. We all loved him in the black community. He was black. He's one of us. Until white people, white liberals got on TV and said he's a racist. Then all of a sudden we turned our back on him. Well, I didn't. A lot of y'all didn't, but a lot of us did, because white people got on TV and told you that he's a racist. And then when I say that's not true, I'm the coon. All right, don't worry about it. And you know what? Can I say this right now since I'm right here? I'm going to just get it off my chest right now since I'm right here. If you ever say the word coon to me, you call me that, I already know you retarded. So for real, I ain't going to squabble with you because I already know where you at mentally. I know you still count your fingers to count to 10 to do simple, I know you still count like this with your fingers to count to 10. So I ain't even really going to squabble too much. All I'm going to do is just give you information. Okay? I'm not trying to punch down, as they say, because I ain't trying to do that. I'm going to just give you the game, give you the information. Simple. But I'm going to go back. I got triggered. I apologize. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That's right, Boss Mason. 8 years of Obama, zero results. 8 years of Barack Obama, zero results. 100% correct. 100% correct. All right, y'all pardon me. I got some. Clearly says, and Jesse was the only one. Yeah, there's a lot of us who loved Trump. DJ Green says, let's get these ninjas. Let these ninjas know how far ahead of the rest the ninja you are, bro. Hey, I try to do my best, man. I try to just let people know what's going on, give them the game. But some people, they're not really interested in learning. They just want to attack me. People like that, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with them. They're going to get left ultimately because we're going to keep going forward as people, as human beings in this world. People want to stay in the past. They don't want to go forward. They don't want to learn. Then there's nothing that can be done with those people. There's nothing that can be done. Nothing productive, at least. Ms. Feinstein says all those photos all over the internet with Jesse Jackson standing with Trump. The media acts like we didn't see all this. That's what they act like. They act like history didn't exist. Like a lot of us remember those times. We remember Trump with Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali. We remember those times. And we can go on the internet and see it. You know what's crazy? People are just now realizing that Trump was in pictures like the one I showed you. They just now realized that Trump was in pictures with Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Muhammad Ali, Rosa Parks. They had no idea. They had no idea that Trump was in pictures like this. Okay? They had no clue. And if you don't know who that is, for the young people, from left to right, Muhammad Ali, Don King, Jesse Jackson, and Donald John Chavius Trump. Donald Jamarcus Trump. That's who that is. And it's not AI. This is way before AI even existed. This is before you even had a computer in your house. Ms. Feinstein says, I was in Costco yesterday when I looked at all of the available types of salmon. I thought about you. There you go. Shout out to you. Yes. Shout out to the salmon. And you know what? I was just there. What was that? Yesterday, got some salmon. I did a whole Costco haul. Got the usual coconut water, the salmon. You know how I do. Okay. My trail mix, all that good stuff. For sure. Justice says, why you not at a Mardi Gras parade? School out the whole week here. Mardi Gras? I never did do Mardi Gras. But you over there in that neck of the woods. So yeah, shout out to you. Yes, I am. Giacomo says, will you rep my book? What do you mean rep? I'm not sure what you mean. Steph Model Chick says, you definitely have, you have a great diet and it shows. You look great. Your smile says you feel amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, that diet, that's a very important thing. I try to keep control of, well, I do keep control. Ain't no try. I keep control of what I eat. Make sure I eat very well, clean, not too many calories, very nutritious foods. Yeah, so thank you. I appreciate you for recognizing that. Thank you. All right, let me go here. Okay, I think I got those. Jesse says mixed president. You talking about Barack Obama? All right, let me go down. So I was missing some of the comments. I'm gonna go back to the more recent ones here. Steph Monochick says, man, black people idolize Trump in their songs, campaigns, movements, and everything. If you know, you know, right, ABL? Hey, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now. Let me in now. Y'all know the rest. Ray Shrimmer, eardrummers backwards, up like Donald Trump. He was in the Fresh Prince episode. It was great. Little cameo. Trump was a guy. We all love Trump until the white liberal said he's racist. That's the truth of what happened. And anybody want to fight me on that, that's fine. That's totally fine. But I'm right, so it don't even matter. Boss Mason says, remember, they all loved him until he I already read that. Ms. Fine says all the rappers would rap about Trump because they wanted to be ballers and shot callers. When Trump went down the escalator in 2015, magically, he becomes a white supremacist, the dumbest thing in the world. And through all of that negativity, he could have just said, you know what, forget y'all. I've been your friend for 30 years. And this is how you do me? You want to throw me away when I'm trying to help you and help the country? He could have just said, F y'all, I'm out. But he didn't. He continued to help us. He continued to be there for us. Man, he gave so many of us opportunities. Remember Omarosa in the White House, and she was a complete mess. But he gave her a shot. He was always our friend, man. I'm not a fake person. If somebody is a friend to me, if somebody shows, they demonstrate that they are in my corner, I will never turn my back on them, ever. I don't care about nothing. I ain't never going to. It don't matter what somebody say. It don't matter about nothing. I will never turn my back on you. And Trump's that same kind of way. So shout out to the loyal people out there, those that understand a true friend when you have them. Shout out to you guys. And not just Trump, I'm talking about your regular everyday life as well. Yeah, shout out to people that's like that. Like if you got somebody that's rock solid, never done anything wrong, they always been there, always been honest, always been good. That's a true friend. That's going to be a rock solid person you want in your life. And Trump is a guy that's like that. D. Mitch says, I want to clarify, white liberal people, not all of us. That's correct. You're right. You're right. Let me see. Iron Spider says, hey, ABL, are you going to also speak about Touré today or tomorrow? Okay, do you guys want that video, Touré? Okay, so I think I might do a video on that maybe. But Touré, for the people that don't know, Touré is I guess you would say liberal commentator. I don't know I think he might be a professor or something. I don't know. He's been around for a long time. Touré, I remember watching Touré way back in the day, back in the BET days when he interviewed R. Kelly. Remember that? Excuse me. Do you like teenage girls? Remember that video? Hold on. Because that's how I remember Touré. But he's still around. Look at pop right up. Touré R. Kelly interview. And YouTube back up. Hold on.
19 and younger. I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal if that's what we're talking about, underage.
Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to that?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me, so I usually don't get into what people think about me.
So that's Touré from way back in the, when was that? That probably was like in the 90s or early 2000s, something like that. That's before R. Kelly got locked up, obviously. And R. Kelly, if you don't know, he's in the penitentiary and he's not going to come home no time soon. He's like done forever. So that's Touré. He's still around now. And he gave a take talking about it's okay to call a black ICE agent the N-word because he's working for white supremacy. And I was like, bro, really? So Touré, are you saying when you say something like that, because the thing about these people, they don't think beyond just where they are right now. They think about what they feel, but they don't think about what makes sense. Does that make sense? Hold on. They think what they feel, but they don't think what makes sense. Because I understand what he was trying to say, because I don't like him, call him whatever you want. But that same logic will be used against us to use the N-word in other situations. What if somebody don't like you, Touré? They think you got bad politics. Can they call you a house N-word? Oh, that's different. Why is it different? But you just gave them the license to do it. If you gave a white person the license to call somebody the N-word because they don't agree with their political opinion, then why can't that same thing be used for you, your political opinion? Oh, because you're the best guy. You're the arbiter of truth. You are the only source of reason, the only voice of reason that exists. I think not, Touré. I think not. But see, there go that lack of knowledge. That's what I'm saying. I did a video where I put the short out from the podcast about liberals just not knowing things. They don't understand things. They don't think. They react. They're just not very intellectual people. And they often respond to what feels good. So when they're hearing a Zohran Mamdani talk, a Barack Obama talk, it feels good. So they're going to go with that. Facts be damned. They don't care about that. They're worried about what feels good. And that is always going to be a dangerous thing to do when talking about politics. You can feel good your way to yourself. You can feel good yourself all the way to the penitentiary, all the way to the pits of hell. That's just the reality. All right, hold on. Adizio says, I was watching Anton's stream and saw CNN mention Jesse getting tearful over Obama becoming president, but they didn't say anything about all the support he got from Trump. Of course not. They're not going to say that. Nah, and pardon me, hold on. They're not going to say that because, look, if they say that, then it ruins the narrative. The narrative is orange man bad, Trump is evil, Trump is racist. That's a narrative. The narrative is orange man bad, Trump is evil, Trump is racist. So you can't say on the day of Jesse Jackson dies that Trump was not a bad guy, he was okay. That's not really going to go very well. You got to go with the narrative of Trump being this evil, racist, hateful person. That is the only narrative they're going to accept. And when the truth gets in the way of that narrative, they're going to hide the truth, omit the truth. They're going to lie about omission. That's what they do. But shout out to you guys. Hey, if you came in from the Under 24 podcast, thank you. Hey, that video about Trump being the first black president is going crazy all over the place. Facebook, they're eating it up. Everybody's loving that. And I was just talking straight from the heart. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. And I got a lot more to come. So stay tuned. All right. Remix says because Trump is the boogeyman according to the liberals. Yeah, he's the boogeyman. It's crazy. All of that over one guy. It's nuts. But the funny part is it ain't just Trump. It's a whole bunch of us. It's an army of us out here. And we're not going, it's millions of us out here. We're not going nowhere. It ain't like when Trump is done that we're going to be done. We're not going nowhere. Bank on that. The quality people, the intelligent people, the forward-thinking people, we're not going anywhere. So they might as well go ahead and get used to it. Okay? Go ahead and get used to it. All right. D-Mitch says you got the hate for running Republican. Exactly. If Trump would have run as a Democrat and did the exact same things he did, it would have been okay. The kids in K, well, the thing about running as a Democrat, they want to be able to control you and they want you to do things their way. The migrant crisis, they want to keep the border open. They wanted the border to be open. And what the migrant crisis, that was such an important thing. Like, I don't understand how that's not being spoken about more. The migrant crisis killed a lot of cities. New York City was damaged, maybe beyond repair. It cost them $12 billion with the B to take care of those migrants. And Zoran still want $1.2 billion more to take care of migrants, even after Trump shut off the border. It's crazy, man. And the thing about it is money don't grow on trees. So where the money going to come from? You, the taxpayer, out of your pocket. Oh, we're going to tax the rich. Okay, good luck with that. See, the thing about doing that is a rich person, a rich individual who lives in New York can just leave. They can go to Florida. They can be my next door neighbor right here in Tennessee. A lot of them go to Florida, North Carolina, Texas, wherever they want, somewhere else other than New York City, maybe even New Jersey rather than New York. They can leave. Corporations, same thing. We've seen corporations leave and uproot. Tesla, they straight up left California, didn't they? Joe Rogan podcast, the biggest podcast in the whole country, maybe even the whole world, left, went to Austin. It's a lot of that going on. People going to Columbus, Ohio. That's a big destination. Shout out to, again, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, it's a lot going on right there. A lot of the cities that have been struggling over the past few years, some of the mid-tier cities, and also the Sun Belt is experiencing an increase in population, and the urban centers of New York, Chicago, Los Angeles are losing population. California is suffering so bad from population loss that they're going to lose house reps. Because you know the way house reps work, you get a certain number of house reps based on population. So if you lose population, whether it be illegal aliens, regular citizens, or whatever, if you lose population, you will lose house reps. And that's happening right now in California. And so will be the same in New York City when them tax hikes really come into focus. A 9.5%, was a 9.5% hike or 9.5% rate? Either way it goes, raise personal property tax up, forget about it. You're going to run off those with money to try and pay for the bottom people that don't produce anything. So you're going to just squeeze those in the middle. So if you're a person in the middle, you got to leave. You're forced to leave. The rich people leave. The middle is forced to leave. And what are you left with? 1976 New York City. What else are you going to have? No one language spoken, just random stuff going on. Go for Martin says, no lie, when Dodo Biden was in office, I was so stressed. I'm so relaxed nowadays. Same for sure. Ms. Fine Fine says he spoke about Toure and Saturday Live. Oh, okay. You talking about I did that. Yeah, I did speak about him in the Saturday Live. Remember the R. Kelly interview, Miss Fine Fine? It was crazy. It was totally crazy. All right, but shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all. Miss Fine Fine says, did you see that black guy sitting next to Melania and say, I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one? Yeah, that was A1 game. A1 game. Shout out to him for the little compliment. Okay. Yeah. Harmless, because obviously that's Melania Trump. You're not going to be able to, you know what I mean? But it's just harmless. I might have to use that one right there. Hey, that was just a free piece of game he gave to the world on the Blit platform. So I'll definitely use that. I don't play chess, but I know a queen when I see one. I'm going to use that for sure. What's going on, Adam? Adam says, what's up, ABL? What was choice to dinner today? Oh, you already know what it is. You ain't got to ask me that. You already know what it is. Like my meal pretty much 5-6 days a week, no lie. Like when I go out, it's different. I used to go out like once, twice a week. So like dinner, like out. But when I'm home, okay, this is what I do. For you guys that don't know, for the newcomers to the channel. And welcome to everybody who came new and you're watching me for the first time. I appreciate you. So my meal, I do brown rice, like real brown rice, okay? Like a quarter cup brown rice dry, brown rice, salmon, baked salmon, avocado, one Hass avocado cut, cherry tomatoes, and a hard-boiled egg. Yeah, hard-boiled egg. That's my meal every day. And then I'll have some trail mix, but I made this trail mix myself. I kind of like remixed it. This container is not the trail mix. This container does not have the trail mixes in here. Does it make sense? So I mixed a few different ones in here. I got the Costco trail mix that's similar to the regular one that's in here, the mountain mix. It has just regular peanuts and almonds and like little pieces of M&Ms or something like that. It has that in there. But it also has pistachios and walnuts. Yeah. Oh, pardon me. And pecans. Pecans. Yeah, straight pecan halves from you know where. Buc-ee's. Oh, and I got something else though. I got a nice little tasty thing for the people that's trying to like not be big backs in 2026. Okay. These are really good. Jackfruit chips from Costco. Jackfruit chips. Now look. Okay. There's 12 servings in this bag, and it's pretty filled up. It's not like a bunch of air. When I bought it, it was like right there. So in the bag, you got 12 servings. In one serving, 50 calories. That's it. Okay, no added sugars. It has low sugar in it, only 8 grams, 3% of your daily value. No fat, no cholesterol, no sodium. A little bit of protein, a little bit of vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. This is a very good snack for you. Let me show you what they look like. Okay. Yeah, this is a ripened jackfruit chip. Okay, no salt, no sugar, no fat, ripened jackfruit. It's a little bit of sugar in it naturally, but no added sugar. Okay, so, hey, Costco, I'm gonna need that endorsement deal. Hey, if you're listening, whoever the head of Costco is, I need an endorsement deal because for real, that's what I need. And what I'm gonna do, if I get the endorsement deal, I'm gonna put on the Kirkland t-shirt on a live and the Kirkland hat. I'm gonna be a Costco employee on GP. But those right there are very good, and it's like kind of a guilt-free snack because it's not a fatty thing. And when I was in Costco, right next to that, they had some plantain chips, organic baked plantain chips. Now the plantain chips with that same serving size, 150 calories. So what's better, 50 calories or 150? And once you get to be in your 40s, you got to watch what you eat. And I would say watch what you eat all the time. But I'm going to tell you something to the young guys out there and the young girls. When you're young, it's easy to eat whatever you want. When I was a kid, listen, when I'm a little boy, hey, what you want, Anthony? Hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza. But now I can't do that. Let me do a pizza right now, man. I'll be messed up for 3 days. Well, not really. It ain't. I just won't be. I gotta eat a certain way. It's like you got an old car or a car that's starting to get old. You got to put a little bit more maintenance in it to prevent it from breaking down. But when you take care of yourself, take care of your car, it's like having a classic car. You can have an old 1970 Cutlass Supreme And I think it'd be running beautiful if you do the upkeep and maintenance and make sure you invest into it to keep it running right. That's what you do with your body. Does that make sense? You can't just, run it, never get an oil change, never get new tires, never do no timing belt, no water pump, no suspension, no brakes. You gotta, upkeep your vehicle. Adizio says, I think Chevron or one of the gas companies left California too. I think I saw that. Yeah, I did see that. I think Chevron left. That's crazy. And that's the Venezuelan company. That's funny. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. If I'm behind on the comments, please pardon me. I'm just reading a little bit, up. Kat Catherine says, coming in late. ABL, did you already talk about the trans shooter in Pawtucket, Rhode Island? I did a little bit, but I can't speak too much because I think topics like that, they don't really want on Meta. Maybe if I was on Twitter or something like that, because you could do whatever you want over there. And that's why I like being to have multiple platforms that I'm on, because you can do different things in different places. You're not going to be restricted because things have become more platform specific. You could do some things in some places. Reaction videos, no TikTok. They want stuff like this, where it's just you talking to the camera. That's what they want over there, because that's kind of how it is. Or they want some kind of dynamic event that's happening right now. That's kind of what they want. But you can't do that here. Trans stuff, Meta is a little weird with that because a lot of those guys get radicalized by stuff like that, I think. So my point is, make a long story less long, I'm glad I have multiple avenues to be able to express myself so I'm not censored. If I can't say one thing one place, I can say it somewhere else. Put it to you that way. But to talk about that briefly, without saying too much, it's a problem of mental illness, and I think it's a pattern that we're able to identify. And it's not just that one guy in Rhode Island. It's a lot of guys all over the country. RP to my friend Charlie Kirk. We know what happened with that. The guy who did it allegedly had a trans former boyfriend. So you already see what's going on. Ms. Von says, is Trump going to do a State of the Union address? I haven't heard anything. It's usually around this time of year. That's a really good question, Ms. Von. That's an excellent question. I hadn't even thought about that. I hope that he does, but I've not heard about anything of the sort yet. But I hope he does do something. Boss Mason says, good to see you. Love my brother. Take care and family. God bless you. I'll keep up the fight. Hey, shout out to you, man. Thank you. Accurate Pam says, yummy. My kind of eating, good choices. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gotta have a good diet for sure. Adam says, that's what's up. I usually do white rice and baked chicken breast majority of my weeks. Yeah, I mean, if you can do white rice and chicken breast, I used to do that too. I used to be a chicken and rice guy. Yeah, and that's a really good meal. Like my meal back then, I would do white rice, chicken breast, baked chicken breast, and what would I have with it? Maybe I'll do a tomato, or I forgot what else I would do. Oh, I might do yellow rice. That's back in my instant rice days. I would do instant yellow rice with chicken breast. It was good though. I used to also do HelloFresh. I might do HelloFresh again just to make cooking videos. I saw a video on TikTok where the guy was like, he only watches black people cooking videos. And I'm gonna just tell you what the video was. Some of y'all already seen it. I'm gonna just tell you what it was. He was saying, if he watches a white person in their cooking video, it's gonna be very, very accurate. It's gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be a bunch of steps. It'll be more complicated. It's like a quarterback. Okay, it's more complicated in the way that he's giving out the plays. We, black folks, make things simpler. That's what people watch me for a lot of times. It's like I break things down that can be kind of complicated in a simple way. I'm not too wordy. I'm not trying to impress you with my vocabulary. I'm trying to make you understand. I'm trying to explain it to you so you'll be able to grasp it and move forward with it. And that's how I would do with cooking. But cooking is very easy. It's not as intimidating as it might be to somebody that's a newbie, a beginner. It's very easy. I've been in the kitchen for a long time, all my life, since I've been a teenager. So it's nothing for me to be here and do stuff in a very quick and easy way. So if I do HelloFresh, I'll give you more of a variety of meals rather than just, one thing. Do I got a leak? Hold on. I'm tripping. Yeah, I think I had a leak. My faucet was leaking. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be. So I'll just have more simple recipes that you'll be able to cook, and it'll look very good and it'll taste very good, because I also got to eye for how to season stuff. I did my salmon video. Some of y'all were like, "Oh, it's not seasoned right." Trust me. When you prepare it the way I prepare it, it'll be very good. It'll be very good, very filling, very nutritious. And ultimately, when you eat the way I eat over a period of time, you're going to look different. Your body will look different. Don't get on no Ozempic. Get on the ABL diet. I got you. You're going to be good. Hey, you trying to fit into your bikini or whatever, I get you right, set up right. Adam says, what's the word on the Pawtucket shooting? The 3 others injured. Well, ain't nothing new on that. I did my video. It should be on here. It ain't really new on that. Hopefully those who are injured will get well soon. But the people that were killed was the shooter's wife, his ex-wife, pardon me, the ex-wife and his son. And the son was playing in the hockey game. So I guess he probably shot him like maybe he was on the bench or he was on the ice. I don't know where he got shot, but he was actually playing in the game. He was in that game. And then the ex-wife was there. And then somebody had to tackle him. And when they tackled him, he produced a weapon. I don't know if it was a different gun or the same gun, but he produced that and then he did himself. So, yeah, RIP to the victims, not to the shooter. Jazzy says, no jackfruit chips on the Costco West Coast. Oh, man, you got to come on back east, man. Come on back east. Yeah. Come on, Jazzy, come on back east. Miss Fine says, I'm going to have to find those. Are those chips sweet or salty? They're sweet, but they're not too sweet. It's just sweet enough. For my palate, it's good, but I'm not really a big sweets guy. I don't eat cake or nothing like that. Y'all know I'm a cookie monster. Y'all know that about me. Hey, you put some cookies in front of me. Hey, I had to go to rehab. I got a confession. I'm just playing for the people that's out there. Oh, ABL went to rehab. Look, I'm just playing, but look. I had to go to a cookie rehab. It was inpatient. It was 28 days, okay, and it was really intensive. Don't worry about how I was able to still record videos. I could come back on the weekend and do what I had to do. But anyway, it was very intensive, and the reason why I went to the 28-day inpatient rehab is because I had to kick my Walmart cookie addiction. Oh, my Lord. Them cookies with them soft cookies with the frosting, man, forget about it. Hey, you know what? One day, I went to Walmart years ago when I still was a dope fiend for these cookies. I went to Walmart and they had the cookies bare. There was no decoration. It had a decoration like on the side in the kit. It's like, oh, okay, is that what we're doing? We're just going to say, y'all do it yourself? And I almost did it. I almost was so fat that I was going to make my own cookies, like decorate them like I'm, Martha Stewart. But I said, you know what, ABL? Since you thought you were going to do that, that is a sign that you got a problem. You have an addiction. So yeah, 28-day inpatient rehab for my cookie addiction. I've been delivered from my cookie addiction, so I'm good now. But I can't be around a situation. I can't be in the scene where I got them cookies. It's like going back to the crack house after you got done smoking crack and you finish. You kick the habit. You can't go right back to the dope fiend spot, to the dope area. You got to leave out of the area. So if you know I'm coming to your house, don't have any cookies or anything like that on top of your countertop, because I will eat them all and I will get sick. So be ready for that. Now I'm just playing, but seriously, I don't like the sweet stuff too much anymore. So that is just sweet enough. It's perfect. Adam says the Pawtucket shooting, the 3 that were injured and critical condition, was that by the shooter? Well, yes, he shot them too, yes. Miss Fine says, by the way, Costco has a delicious cauliflower crust veggie pizza. I got to check it out. Normally, I don't do stuff like that because we like a lot of oils and stuff, but we're going to see. We're going to see, I'm going to go just read the, I'm that guy. Hold on. I'm literally this guy in the store, like this. Oh, man, 170. How many? I'm that guy reading the labels. Yes, I am that guy. That's why I was in there with the cauliflower chips, but next to the plantain chips. Like yesterday. That's what I did. That's what I do. So I'm gonna go check out the caloric content, the ingredients, and then I'm gonna see what's what. I'm gonna ask my Grok some reviews. Yeah. Go for Martin P says, how about that intermittent fasting? I'm fasting 3 days a week for about 4 months now. I finally got rid of the spare tire. There you go. There you go. So you do 3 days a week every week for 4 months. Good on you. That's hard. Now, when you fast, how do you do it? Do you just do water, no liquid? Well, you got to have water, I would presume. But how are you doing your fast? Give me some details on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, days a week. I got you. DJ Big Daddy Blake says grass-fed minced beef and pasture eggs cooked in some homemade raw butter. I eat the same thing just about every day. I do have salmon or sardines twice a week. 60 going on 35. There you go. That's how you do it. Shout out to you, man. Hey, that's goals right there. I'm trying to be like you. Hey, I saw a video of Darryl Green. You know Darryl Green, the former Washington Commanders. What do they call it? Commanders. Back when he was playing, they were the Redskins. So Darryl Green of the formerly Washington Redskins, I saw a video of him jogging. He's like, I think 65 right now, which is crazy. To be running down the street kind of quick at that age, it's amazing. Hey, I saw my uncle. I told you the story before. I saw one of my uncles. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was at the time like in his 40s. And my cousin was like, oh, a teenager. My cousin is fast. My cousin was real fast. Hey, he challenged him to a race. Man, listen, my cousin dusting him. Bing. My uncle popped that tire. Man, never. He was no more good. No more good. So it's a blessing that you're able to be fit and do things that your body might not have been able to do some years ago. That's a blessing. So shout out to you, Big Daddy Blake. Kat Catherine says, Rhode Island is my home state, and I am a mixture of horrified and completely disgusted with the whole trans ideology. Yeah, I'm so sorry what happened in your home state, but we know where it's coming from. We know that it's just the Transformers doing what they do. Mental illness rearing its ugly head. Melody says, broccoli. I'm not really a broccoli guy too much. I mean, I used to be a big broccoli guy. Back in the day, I might get back on it actually, but back in the day, I was a big leafy green guy. Back in my late 20s, I would say, I was eating kale, spinach, mustard green, turnip greens, broccoli, but my stomach was kind of messed up. I eat it occasionally. Now what I do more tomato, avocado. That's my thing now. But if I'm out somewhere, I'll do spinach or broccoli, something like that if I'm out. Or I'll have like a bok choy. Bok choy is still good. I might get some bok choy soon because bok choy is amazing. The stalk part and the leaf, both are great. If you prepare it properly, it's fantastic. So yeah, I might have to get some more of that ASAP. Shout out to the bok choy. That's my favorite green of that sort. Rose says, seems the trans drugs are dangerous as an opioid epidemic. Yes, for sure. Ain't no doubt about it. Because they damage your mind. And people are already damaged mentally. It makes it worse. Like, imagine putting a man on hormones that he's not supposed to be on. Imagine being a woman being put on testosterone. Do you know what your body would go through? Do you understand what it's like to be a man every day? Do you understand what testosterone, like, there's pros and cons to estrogen. It's pros and cons to your biology as a woman. And what can happen when you put yourself on testosterone to become more masculine, you're going to get the negative qualities of a man just to have not even the physical appearance. You look kind of masculine, but still don't. I told y'all before I met a transgender person. I've met a few of them, but I met one. This was a biological woman who now identified as male, who was identifying as a trans man, right? Follow me? A biological woman, a girl, okay? Pink when you're born. The doctor puts you in a little pink jumpsuit. You're a girl. You're a lady. You're a woman, naturally. But now you identify as a man. Anyway, this person was on hormones. They had a beard like mine, but it was black, of course. But they had a beard like this. But still, the person was about 5'1", 5'1", and I'm like 6'2" and a half, 6'3", 5'1", like right here, and petite. I'm talking like 5'1", 110 pounds. It's like, I still see a woman. You got a beard and your voice is a little bit different. It's still not quite like mine. But I still see a woman. And for that, just the beard and your voice, was it worth the other changes that are going on with your body that are not going to be positive, that you're not going to like? Same thing with the men. You look 100% like a man still. You look like a WWE wrestler from 1997. You're looking like Ricky Steamboat. You're looking like Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. You're looking like that. You're looking like the Mr. Incredible. You're looking like that, bro. You look like a wrestler. You don't look feminine. All that you did to yourself make yourself even more crazy and more volatile because you can't handle the female hormones. You can't handle it. See, the women have grown up with these hormones and they've learned to be able to contain themselves. They've learned to be able to live with what they have. They've learned to embrace it. It goes with them naturally because they are a woman naturally. So it goes in sync with them. Yes, there can be challenges. Yes, there can be mood swings and stuff like that, but they are a woman, so they understand how to be a woman, right? Same thing with the men. We have a lot of rage, a lot of testosterone, a lot of let's fight, but we understand how to control that as men, as real men. But when you introduce a brand new thing you've not experienced before, you're going to be messed up. And that's part of the reason why they go out here and they crash out like the way they do. Simple. All right, but shout out to you guys. Adam says, hide the frosted sugar cookies. Hey, man, hide the cookies. Hide the cookies. They are so good. That's right, RT. Adesio says, chocolate chip cookies are my weakness. Hey, listen, put them out on the table. They're going to be gone immediately. Melody says, now you know just about the worst. Go for Martin P says, I need that deliverance from the cookies. You want me delivered from eating the cookies? Yeah, I feel you though. I do. Maya or Mia Bustamante says, no self-control with the cookies. Can't even buy them or they will be eaten in one sitting. Hey, I found my people. I found my people. Y'all on the same page with me. Y'all on the same page with me for sure. Clisha says, go for Martin P is my husband. He needs the cookie deliverance. He just stopped with the Intamins because the labels are horrible. Oh, the Intamins. Hey, I feel you, bro. Hey, I understand. I get it. Because, hey, how about them Biscoff cookies on the plane? Oh, my Lord. Them Biscoff cookies. I'm so fat. I was at Trader Joe's. I saw the Biscoff cookie peanut butter. I was like, oh, my Lord. I had some of that, and that was just way too fat. I was like, you know what? That was delicious, but I feel like I'm 1,000 pounds right now, so I can't do that no more. But if I fly Delta, I don't care if it's an hour in the air, I'm going to say, yo, let me get them that ginger ale and the Biscoff cookie. Yeah, just one. Just one. Sometimes I'm tempted to say, can I get another one just on GP? Can you just hook me up? But I don't. I say one, my ginger ale, and I'm straight, and I'm good to go. Go for Martin P says every week, just water. It's a lifestyle now. But hey, I'm going to try that. Go for Martin P. I'm going to try that because I did it once. It was cool. I'm going to try it consistently to see how I do. Now, sometimes I can't because I got to have that fuel in the tank. Like if I'm doing something like this and I'm up and I'm moving, I got to be able to have the fuel in the tank to burn. So I don't know. We're going to see how it go. I might be all right even with fasting. But also, I don't want to be dehydrated. Now, how much water do you drink? You drink a lot of water? Like gallons? Like, what are we doing? Like, okay, here's a question. How many of these would you drink? I'm not saying you got to drink a water bottle, but like, what's this, like 16? Yeah, 16 ounces. So how many of these theoretically would you drink in a day if you're doing a 3-day fast? That's my question. Oh, so much I got from Costco. These sodas, have you ever had these before? These Zevias? Have you ever had these? Now, we got 0 calories, okay? 0 calories, 0 fat, no carbohydrates, no protein, okay? And the ingredients, carbonated water, natural flavor, stevia extract, tetric acid, caffeine, citric acid. And the caffeine, 45 milligrams. So that's not much. That's like A coffee, maybe less than a coffee. That's not much at all. That's like half a coffee, I believe. So it's not too much in there. Rose said 3 inches, 3 days in a row every other day. Okay. Marie says you are very healthy ABL at 65. It's hard getting it off. Stay away from sugar and processed food. Hey, I take your advice. I will take your advice. Because I want to be a good 65 and feel good. Like at 65, I want to feel as good as I do now, or at least close to it. And now, I'll be 42 this year, but I'm 41 now. I feel like how I did in my 20s, like in my late 20s. When I was like a teenager, oh my God, like early teenager, early 20s. Hey man, I could pretty much do whatever. But now I feel myself aging a little bit, but I still feel like I'm like in my late 20s. Like 29, 28, something like that. I feel like that. Okay, go for Martin P says Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, okay, so you don't do it. Oh, I thought you meant 3 days in a row. Okay. See, I did mine 3 days in a row. That's smart. I like that. So you eat like every other day. That's smart. Very smart. I've done that before. Like some days I don't eat. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. All right, go for Martin P. You gave me some good advice. I'm gonna take you up on that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I might do mine a little bit differently, but that's a good schedule. Yeah, I like that. Adam says eating too many greens is not good for you either. It's still a balance. I agree. I agree. Jazzy says that pho. What you know about that pho? Shout out to my Vietnamese people. Love the hey. Shout out to all the Southeast Asians, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, even like Burma over there, Philippines. Shout out to all y'all. Love all y'all. You guys are great. Some of the best people, the nicest people, the best food. Your women are great. The men are really good people, good guys, solid guys. I love all y'all over there. Shout out to y'all. And y'all know I am 1% Southeast Asian. For real. Seriously. I am 1% Southeast Asian. I got 1% Filipino. No lie. Go to my DNA. It's on my page somewhere. You can find it on TikTok easier. 1% Filipino. So that's my ancestry a little bit, a little teeny bit. Hey, I'm more Filipino than Elizabeth Warren is Native American. Her test came back 0.0. That's crazy. Melody says avocado, yes. Oh, you know I got the avocado on deck. And this one right here, she ready too. Look at that. Hold on. Hey, this right here, this color is like dark green, almost black. And you can see how soft it is. Like that right there, that touching it like that. See a little indentation? That right there lets you know that it's good. Firm enough to where it's not squishy, but you can leave like a thumbprint. See, look right here. I'm going to just leave a print in it. See? If you could do that, then it's ready to go. So she's ready to rock. She won't get eaten up tomorrow for sure. This is one house avocado from Mexico. Because it ain't from there. If it's not from there, then you're not getting the real avocado. Kat Catherine says broccoli cleans your lungs according to American science. It does, yeah. Your arteries too. So I think I'm gonna get some of that. I'm gonna get some broccoli, some of them leafy greens. Go for Martin P says Transformers are everywhere. Male to females and female to males. World's a stage. Hey, you know it. Excuse me, you know it. Adam Morton says, yep. Cat and dairy milk makes your bones stronger, but milk is taboo. I can't drink milk. I don't know about y'all, but I am lactose intolerant. I try to avoid cheese a little bit. I can have certain cheese, but I can't do milk. The texture, the smell, I can't. I've tried. Since I've been small, it's always been something I couldn't really do was the milk. So no, I'm good. Melody said, doctor said today said protein intake 0.8 to 1 gram times your body weight in kilograms. Melody says, Biscoff worth blowing it. That's right. Adam says, I needed the roasted peanuts on the flights they used to give. Hey, yeah, I remember the roasted peanuts. Yeah, but the Biscoff cookies, man, they hit the spot every time in that ginger ale. Glitcher says, they got to tell you what the flavor is. Beaver pea, for all you know, natural flavor. Big Daddy Blake says, you need electrolytes when you fast. I do intermittent fasting every day. I usually only eat once a day, OMAD, but when I lift and go cycling, I eat 1 p.m. and then again 6 p.m. Yeah, I do OMAD as well. If I got a lot of physical activity going on that day, if I'm exercising a lot, then I'll eat more just to replenish, but not necessarily a whole lot. Jesse says, what about Doc's comments about Cowboys? I've not heard that. Oh, you mean like the Dallas Cowboys? I'm not sure what you mean. You gotta explain. Go for Martin P says each day of fasting I drink about 3 quarts to a gallon. I work from home, so now lifestyle is a factor. Okay, I got you. Go for Martin P says placing either bananas or apples with your avocados will help them to ripen sooner. There we go. You love milk, Iron Spider? Well, good for you, man. I can't. Hey, you can have all the milk. Hey, if there's ever a time where we got to be sharing some milk, they say, hey, y'all share that between y'all, but you had the whole thing, bro. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Iron Spider says, I can't wait till the summer to eat ice cream outdoors. I don't do ice cream either. I don't eat ice cream. I don't do a lot of that. I do have cheese sometimes, but for the most part, I don't really do the dairy like that. Iron Spider says, late spring, live in New Jersey. Oh, okay. Shout out to Jersey. And shout out to you guys for being here. I thank y'all for rocking and rolling. If you like what you're hearing so far, please give the video a heart. Like the video, share the video, do all that good stuff. That'll help me out tremendously. Anybody want to join on? I'll take some calls in a little bit here. DJ Big Daddy Blake says you could try raw dairy. Nah, I try to avoid all of that. Catherine says I'm lactose intolerant as well. I learned from a cheese manufacturer owner in New Hampshire that lactose dissipates from aged cheese, so it shouldn't bother anyone who has issue with dairy. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Like certain cheeses is okay. I can eat certain cheeses like mozzarella, Parmesan, stuff like that is fine. But milk, I can't do. And of course, y'all know my actual arch nemesis is that synthetic cheese, that Velveeta. Oh my Lord, I can't. I used to not be able to eat eggs, but now I can. It depends on how they're cooked. If you got a runny egg, I can't really do a runny egg. But if it's scrambled, I can do that. If it's hard boiled, I can do that. But anything else, I can't do. Fried egg, scrambled egg, hard boiled, but just straight runny on my plate like it's like an embryo just swimming around like it ain't nothing going on. I'm good. Jesse says Marco Rubio or JF. What you mean? Who is JF? JF. JD Vance. I'm not sure who JF is, but Marco. Listen, I am the president of the Marco Rubio fan club. I am the self-appointed president of the Marco Rubio fan club. So I love that man. I want to be the president. I love that man. I want him to be the president. Marco Rubio. Yes, that's what we need. I like JD Vance. He's nice. He's cool, but he's not all the way ready, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. But I like JD. But I like Marco Rubio better. During his time in office, he's shown to improve himself to be the guy. And Trump knows it. He knows it. That's why every time he turns around, what Trump say? Okay, I've appointed Marco Rubio the czar of the Venezuela turnover. I've appointed Marco Rubio the czar of Greenland. I've appointed Marco Rubio the czar of tourism, of travel, of commerce. It's like, man, he got about 18 jobs. Meanwhile, here comes JD Vance. And yeah, we're going to do it. It's like, all right, JD. Okay, you want a Biscoff cookie, bro? Come on. I mean, JD, again, I'm not trying to bash JD Vance, but he's not all the way ready, in my humble opinion. Now, it might make sense to run JD as a president in 2028 because he's a vice president now. But, like, okay, here's what they might do. And if they did it, I would understand. They might run Marco as a president and then that's wishful thinking. They might run JD as a president and Marco as a vice president. So then they could have 2 terms, 8 years. And when JD is done, here comes Marco to be the president. That could happen. But what I want is for it to be the other way around. I want Marco with JD. And for real, if JD takes over, like if JD becomes better in that time, then he'll be ready at that point to become the president, and he will do better than he would have when he came in there just after Trump. And at a certain point, they're going to have to announce it because midterms is coming up. It's 2026. Like, these years go by so fast. These years go by so quickly. Make a decision. Who's going to be the nominee? Who's going to be the guy that runs? Is it going to be a primary full of people? Like, what's going to happen? Who else is going to throw a name in the ring? Because I would presume that it's going to be a primary. It's not just going to be a shoe-in, like, okay, it's going to be Marco or JD. It's going to be a few guys, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that it should be Marco. That's who I want to be the president in 2028 and 2032. That's just the reality. And if you got any cousins or something like that, put them in there after you get done. For real. Nah, shout out to Marco, though. I like him a lot. And JD could just improve in the meantime. But whoever it's going to be, we got to find out pretty soon because it's 2026. The midterms are pretty much here. So midterm time, at that time, you should be knowing who the nominees are going to be, who the candidates are going to be the nominee. And then also on the other side, who are they going to pick? Is it going to be AOC? Please, God, let them pick AOC. Please, my God, let them pick AOC. She would be a disaster for them. I want them to pick her. They must pick this woman. She's going to be a total failure. Please pick AOC. I want you to pick her because she's going to lose in dramatic fashion. And speaking about losing in dramatic fashion, have you guys seen Jasmine Crockett out there campaigning, trying to succeed in Texas? She's not going to win because James Talarico, they pretty much already gave him the nomination. They gave him all the money. Everybody's endorsing him. And nobody defending her at all. All I ever see when it comes to Jasmine Crockett is her talking about her own campaign, but nobody coming to her defense. Nobody talking about her. Nobody saying how she's going to be next and she's going to be our champion. None of that's going on. And it's the same thing they did with Kamala. They sent her out there to get stressed out and fail. The same thing going on with Jasmine Crockett. She's stressed out, doesn't look happy, and ultimately, all that be for nothing. She'll go through all that unhappiness, all that stress just to lose. The same thing Kamala Harris did. And I kind of feel bad for her the same kind of way I felt a little bit bad for Kamala Harris because I knew from the beginning that Kamala Harris had no chance. I think we all knew that she had no chance. And to see her go out there and get treated like that by her own people, getting booed, and she out there cussing and her voice squeaking, I'm like, oh my Lord, please let her stay home because this is just embarrassing. It's causing her stress and it's unnecessary. It's not necessary. It's no point. It was like no point in running even against him. I guess they had to do something. They didn't want to throw in the towel and just surrender. So they sacrificed her to have somebody to go out there and run up against President Trump and get stomped out and lose. Same thing happening with Jasmine Crockett in Texas for that Senate run. She has no chance. The same kind of way Marjorie Taylor Greene had no chance in Georgia, which is why Trump told her. See, Trump looked out. Trump looked out for Marjorie Taylor Greene. He said, look, you 20 points behind John Ossoff in the red state. You're not going to succeed as a senator. It's just not going to happen. You're going to lose. She got mad and quit politics, period. But I respect her for doing that rather than staying on when she knew she couldn't succeed to that level of being a senator. I respect her for at least leaving the post and not staying on and doing dumb stuff to get in the way. But Jasmine Crockett, on the other hand, has no Trump in her corner to tell her the truth and say, hey, you shouldn't run because you're not going to be able to win. Instead, they just let her go out there and get stomped out on GP. It's really unfortunate, but you know what? I can talk to them blue in the face about how the Democratic Party treats black people, how they treat us like garbage still, like we still in slavery still. I can say that, but people are not going to listen if they don't want to listen. If they don't want to hear me, they're not going to hear me, and that's fine. People will come to the truth in their own time. They will reach the truth in their own time, so it's okay. All right, Varmint says, you got me paying more attention to Rubio. That whole water bottle thing wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And he does get dehydrated. I saw him in Munich doing some. I saw that. But a lot of them do that because they don't eat properly. They don't hydrate themselves. a lot of them drink coffee, and coffee dehydrates you. So when you're talking for a long time, you don't have no chapstick. Hey, I keep that chapstick on me. That Burt's Bees. Hey, I keep the chapstick on me. Like, I don't play no game. Hold on. Matter of fact, yeah, I buy these by the box in Target. I got one left. I bought them by the box in Target. It's usually 4 in here. Now, it is expensive. It's like $10, $15, but it's worth it because what you don't want is to be doing when you're talking. You don't want any kind of like gluing with your lips to happen. They kind of get stuck together when you're talking. You don't want that to happen. But the main thing to be hydrated is I don't drink coffee at all. And I'm not drinking no alcohol or nothing like that. No coffee, no alcohol, no dehydrating thing. And I eat food with water in it. But people's diets, normally they don't really do that. And then if you're traveling and you're somewhere else eating and you're on the road, you can kind of get dehydrated. And that's where it comes in, where you got to get that water immediately. So it was an embarrassing moment, but it wasn't that bad. And that was 2013, I believe. That's like, 13 years ago. So I think he's most certainly improved since then. He understands that he can't do something like that on TV anymore, for sure. Rose says that the Senate doesn't pass the SAFE Act. Can Trump still do an EO? I don't know. That's a good question, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how that would work. Iron Spider says, sorry, but I don't feel sorry for the individuals with high egos. She did it to herself. Also, she has very little empathy with sympathy for Kirk, Noguera, and other dead victims on the right. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I still feel how I feel, but I understand that point of view for sure. I get it because, people, they do things and at a certain point they're held accountable, whether it's by just people that she's trying to reach out to who she thinks are going to be on her side or by her enemies. Somebody's going to hold her accountable. It is what it is. Adam says, OT's point of Stephen running as a Democrat. Oh, you're talking about Brandon Tatum. So you said Tatum's point about Stephen running as a Democrat, but as a Republican views is interesting. Stephen A is a Democrat, period. He's just like a kind of a moderate Democrat. He's a Democrat nonetheless. Yeah, Stephen A is a Democrat. And he come off kind of soft too. So I wouldn't trust him to be the president because like you can get at him emotionally and manipulate him. And that's not a good leader trait. You can't be manipulated emotionally. You got to just do what's right. You got to just, do the correct thing, period. Varmint says, Stephen A sounds fraudulent. He should not be anywhere near politics or a microphone. Agreed. Agreed. And, I take it back. He could talk sports very well, but politics, no. No. Adam said, sounds like he's scared to take a side because that's what I'm saying. He's soft. It's like, you got to take a side. You can't just be a fence rider because that is not how decisions get made. Again, that's a knock right there. If I'm going to get a leader, I want a guy who's going to take the lead. And a leader makes decisions. You can't just be a fence rider like libertarians. Shout out to the libertarians if you're here. But a lot of y'all are fence riders, and that's why you don't do nothing on a national stage because when you're going to be a president, when you're going to be the big boss, when you're going to be the chief executive, when you're going to be the leader, your finger on the button, there's zero room for ambiguity. There is zero room for any ambiguity. You got to be on it. You got to be on it, period. And if you're not, then you're just in the way. And that's just kind of how it goes. Not even sports, Varmint? Oh, okay. You say you don't want to hear no Stephen A. Like, this guy sucks. I hear you. I totally understand. I get it. I get it. And shout out to y'all who followed me just now from however you found me. I thank y'all for being here. Shout out to you guys who found me from the viral video. I don't know which one. I got a few of them. Humble brag. Sorry for that. I don't want to be like that. But the video about Trump being the first black president, I stand on that. I said what I said. Come fight me. It's fine. Get your ass. Oh, okay. All right. Anybody want to come on? It's cool. Let me know if you want to come on. I got a few more minutes and we're good to go. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. If you like what you're hearing so far, please give the video some hearts. Get a video a thumbs up, whatever you do. Share it, like it, retweet it, however you do. Thank you for being here and supporting the stream. Y'all know I couldn't do any of the show without you. All right, I think I got most of the comments here. Hold on. Adam says, oh no, I wish the Democrats would run him or AOC. Yeah, you could run Stephen A. Smith. That'd be crazy. If you ran Stephen A. Smith, he get. If you ran Stephen A., he would lose worse than AOC. He would lose worse than AOC because when people have to vote for the president, they get very serious, and they're gonna look at you for real. And if they're seeing some inconsistencies, a little bit of intellectual, if you have some inconsistencies, any intellectual ineptitude, if you're kind of a little dumb, a little silly acting, they're gonna find that. They're gonna find that out by observing you. Okay, if you're wishy-washy or something like that, and then when we come in, the online guys, the podcasters, the YouTubers, or whoever, when we start showing receipts and we start showing certain videos and whatnot, you're gonna be toast. And when you go out there, it's gonna be guys that have seen ABL, guys that have seen Brandon Tatum, guys that have seen Candace Owens, guys that have seen news, real news, and they're gonna get exposed. And it's gonna be a mess. You're gonna be like Kamala Harris getting booed at your own rally, getting booed at your own event in which you're supposed to be the star. You can be like Kamala Harris when she had to have the Make the Stallion concert. I mean, the rally in Atlanta, which was basically the Make the Stallion concert. She came out there first, rapped. You came out there and did a 15-minute speech, and people were leaving within 5 minutes of you talking because they only came there for her, not for you. The whole thing was a mess. Okay, you don't want that to be you. You do not want that to be you at all. But if they run her, it'll be that. It will be that. Keisha says, I stand on what you said. I agree about Trump. Hey, shout out to you. Thank you. You know, I know that it's not just me, so I'm glad that I found my people. Shout out to you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, hold on. So we got some people that want to come on. Let's go, DJ Big Daddy Blake, if you. Let me see if it's going to work. If the sound is wrong or the sound is a little bit off, y'all please pardon me. It might not be able to connect them, but we'll see. Okay, maybe I don't have anybody that came. Okay, he declined. All right, it's all good, boss. Let's go to J Mont right quick, see if you want to get on. And shout out to you guys for joining. I appreciate y'all for rocking the moment. Okay, J Mont, what's going on?
What's going on, Anthony?
Everything good, man.
Good to
Can't
see you,
complain.
man. Over here
Huh?
at the gym, about to
Hey,
give
the
me a
gym.
little,
Okay, there you
about to get a
go.
little gym session on, man. You
Yes, sir.
know,
Got
I'm
to do
trying to
it.
get like you. I gotta get like you. No, man, but no, I've been watching this ever since 2016, like since Trump's first term. So, had a few of my friends, even my mom. I even put her on some of your content. So,
Wow, man.
I appreciate you for doing what you're doing. I have like a mobile car detailing business that I do here in Alabama, Birmingham area, and also down in Miami. And so I want to take a trip down there to Tennessee, man. I would be glad to hook you up with a complimentary detail when I'm up there in Tennessee. So on the house, I know you probably worry about who comes over there, but you know, I would love to hook you up because I've been watching for a long time.
Oh, for sure,
But yeah,
man.
bro.
Hey, whenever you're ready, just let me know, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. You still got the Tundra?
Nah, so I have a F-150 and I got a Mustang.
Oh, okay. You got a Mustang now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you rolling out good then, man. What is there a reason why you didn't go with the SRT, like a Challenger or something?
I thought about that and I like, okay, I was looking at like three different cars. I was looking at a Challenger and then also the Mustang and the Corvette.
Yeah,
I almost got a Corvette, but my bank declined to finance it.
C8.
Huh?
Was it the C8 Corvette or the C7?
T7, Stingray.
Oh, okay, the C7. You can get a good deal now on the C8s, like for around 50K.
I seen those, but you know, I was looking at them, just observing them. It was like I felt like the Mustang fit me better, like the way it looks
Yeah,
and the way it drives, everything fit. And then plus I got the F-150 as well, so I got
right.
two
It's a little
Fords.
bit bigger too. I think the
Yeah,
Mustang's a little bit bigger.
it's bigger. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly. So I didn't want to be cramped up
exactly.
in there. Like I drove all of them. I drove even the I drove a Camaro too, but the Camaro was
Yeah,
like I was in a sardine can, little teeny windows. I couldn't really
yeah.
see. So
I
like
just
the must.
detailed one the other day for a client. They're really small. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right about that. They're real
exactly.
small. But damn, that's what's up, man. Shit, I'm not gonna hold you up too much. I'm gonna get on to this workout. So I know they're about to close here in about 30 minutes. But yeah, whenever I'm down in Tennessee, man, I'll definitely hook you up, and I'll probably hit you up on IG or something like that.
Definitely, man. I look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, ABL, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Try to get on some more debates too, man. I gotta
I
see
got you,
him doing
man.
some more debates. All
I
right.
got you for
Have a good one.
sure. All
Yes,
right.
sir. Have a good one.
All right. Shout out to J Mike. Great call. But yeah, definitely more debates. Anybody that wanna with me, like I said before, with debates and stuff, what I want is like a sit down conversation where we could just talk naturally and then we can have a discussion that way because sometimes we have like scheduled debates. It gets weird. People want to do all kind of extra stuff. It's like, we don't got to do all that. Let's just sit down and talk. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Like my son. Hey, if you're watching my son, thank you for commenting on the video. I appreciate it. But what we can do, matter of fact, my son, come to Atlanta. I got a good spot. I got a good location. It's cool and no weird going on. It's good. We can just talk about whatever you want to talk about. I can ask you some questions. You can ask me questions, and we can have a discussion. Won't be nothing rowdy or crazy. Just a regular discussion between two men. Okay, that's all. That's all it's going to be. So something like that, I love to do in person too, because when you're doing stuff online, people get kind of weird. In person, let's talk. Yeah, that's what I want to do. So I definitely do a lot more debates and whatnot. J. Mike, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. S.A. Tech say I think he's um, okay. I can't maybe I can't make out all of that right there. Oh, it's all good, DJ Beat Daddy Blake. It's all good, man. I appreciate you for joining the stream. Okay. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. I got a little bit of time left. I got to get up out of here in a minute. Any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Adam says the audio been muffled. So yeah, the audio is different because what happens when people join on the live, it changes the audio. I don't know why it does that. That's just Instagram doing what it does. I have no clue. Lady says, what I think about the USA government to intervene fighting narco Mexico. It depends on if they become a threat to us. It depends. That's a good question. Dawn of Dragon says, come to Florida and let's debate. And then I'll take you to the best restaurant in town. You like local bars or $100 steaks? A local bar. I like a local joint. Okay, yeah. I'm not, super frou-frou, nothing fancy. Local bars. Just a nice good spot. Yeah. That's all I like. That's all I'm really, you know what I mean, about. The First Lady T says, hey, ABL, I'm a big fan of your show. My husband and I watch you every day. Thank you, First Lady T and husband. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for being here with me, rocking with me. And I know I had kind of a lower output in my long form video, but I'm back on it. I got y'all. So thank you. Thank you. Now I get some emails sometimes from people when I kind of like my content's a little different. It's like, Mr. Logan, been watching you for a long time and we need you to keep doing what you're doing. We need you to keep making more content. Don't fall off. I'm like, okay, I got you. Just for those comments, that keeps me fueled. So I thank y'all for doing that. Thank you for the emails, comments, everything. I'm gonna keep on rocking and rolling. And I've been doing this for a long time. It's been 11 years, 2015 since I started. So a lot of y'all been there since then. J Mike 2016, so right around when I started. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. Accurate Pam says, thanks for the tips, good info. Well, thank you for appreciating the advice. Jesse says, walk my dog without commercials interrupted. There you go. What's all I'm talking about? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to the dog. Miss Mojave says, hi, ABL. We watch you all the time. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Lady says, thank you for being an intelligent and honest man with your values, not afraid to speak up. More voices like you and all of us. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on, Onyx Muse? Shout out to you. All right. Hey, I was just speaking about the Southeast Asians because I don't know if you knew, but I'm 1% Filipino. So, hey, we on the same page. But yeah, I love y'all. All the Southeast Asians, everybody over there, the Cambodians, the Lao people, the Thai, the Viet, Filipino, everybody over there. Love all y'all. You guys are fantastic. All right. And let me see. Okay. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking and rolling. I'm gonna get a few more of these comments. Onyx says, keep doing your thing. Oh, you Filipino too? Yeah, 1% for sure. Letty says, when are you becoming a father, or you did already? I don't think I did become a father already. Not to my knowledge. But I'm not. I don't know. If I became a father, I wouldn't get married. So I don't know if I want to do that. So that's one of the things, man. One of the pros and cons. Like I gotta be free. I gotta be in the street. I gotta be kind of me. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm just kind of doing my thing, just trying to teach the youth. If I was to have kids right now, I wouldn't want to get married, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing to do. But we'll see. We shall see. Rose says, I've been here right with you 10 plus years, going strong, always great content. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Adam says, been subscribed to you and Officer Tatum since 2018 to get the real news. Hey, thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out to my brother, B. Tatum. Okay. He's like younger than me, but I look up to him because he's done a lot and he has like a much bigger platform. So I look up to him, although I'm older than him, but I look up to him. So shout out to my brother, B. Tatum. One of the best guys I know in my life ever. S.A. Tackett says, I love how you always back up your posts with where you got the information always, because I want people to understand that I'm not just a guy talking. I actually know what I'm talking about, and I'm going to show you the receipts. And then also, if you have family members and friends you want to try to put on to me and say, hey, watch this guy's videos. And then they say, where'd you get the information from? We just made it up. Tell them to go to the website. It's right there. Matter of fact, when they watch the video and listen to the video, all they need will be right there. Within 10 minutes, they got the whole story. Really, and you know what I do? Here's a little bit of inside baseball. Something you probably didn't even notice. In my long form content, my video, let's say, is between 10 or between 8 to 13 minutes, right around that on average. We could just say 10 minutes. In that 10-minute video, within the first 1 minute and 30 seconds, you have the entire story. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to lead you to some videos that'll break it down a little bit more. I'll give you more detail, and I'll give you the full picture to make it make sense, to make it be complete. But within the first 90 seconds, you have the entire story. You have exactly what happened. But I'm going to explain what happened, why, where, who. I'm going to do all that in the remainder of the video. So when you're watching the video and you listen, you're going to get everything you need. If you got a little bit of time, a lot of time, and you're going to get sources to back it up in a long form video. So thank you for recognizing that. I appreciate you. Letty says, thank you for posting about Jesse Jackson and his relationship with Trump. Hey, got to do it. And it's crazy because I feel like I'm always early to things happening. Like I posted about Jesse Jackson a couple times within the past couple weeks or the past week, because I did a video about Trump being the first black president. Well, I did a podcast where I said it. And my man from Earn Your 24 podcast, shout out to him. He put the clip up. It goes crazy. And then come on, I'm talking about Jesse Jackson. And that, I'm talking about Jesse. And then I put up a follow-up video to that where it was Jesse talking about Trump being a good friend to him and introducing them and then them shaking hands and all this and that. And then Trump speaking about Jesse glowingly, saying what he did for him. I put that up like Friday. Here come Tuesday morning, I wake up in the morning, he's dead. It's crazy. But that's been kind of a common occurrence with me. I'm early to things before they happen. I didn't know he was going to die, but I put out videos about him, and then all of a sudden he's dead. It's crazy. So, yeah, RIP Jesse Jackson, RIP. Adam says, yeah, I remember the live streams with y'all and Jericho. Hey, people still to this day approach me in the street and say, hey, man, when the stream coming back? Hey, when the stream coming back? Everybody's just so busy. I don't know. I think eventually I'm going to do something like that, but it'll be a little bit different. So stay tuned for that. But it won't be that same thing. That was a time. That was like right during COVID, I believe, when we started doing it for real, or right before it. Yeah. We would do streams before that, but I think during COVID is when it really took off with those streams. But I'll do something like that in the future, but it may not be that exact same thing. So yeah, shout out Jericho, shout out Brandon Tatum, shout out Derek, shout out everybody that was on those streams. Jesse says, I didn't know. Hold on. Jesse says, I didn't know about the Trump Jesse Jackson connection. Thank you for telling me. Hey, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to preach. So you're very welcome. And I'm going to keep doing it for you. Keep rocking with me. I'm going to keep giving you information, the important information. The news won't give you the information because they want a certain narrative to be true. I'm going to give you everything. And I'll always tell you guys, don't believe the mainstream media and don't believe me either. Always do your own research. Always. But I'm going to give you everything I got. And then tell you, still don't believe it. Do your own research because the mainstream media most certainly won't give you everything. Nor will they say, don't believe us. Nor will they say, do your own research. All they say is, believe us. Trust me, bro. I don't do that. I don't do that because I'm a very honest person. And that's not how you behave as an honest person. Just saying, but trust me, bro. That's not how it's supposed to be. You got to be able to tell somebody, some real information and back it up. Ms. Fine, so I saw that clip you put in your stories about Chuck Schumer talking about voter ID. Yep. 1996, 30 years ago. And he's still in office. That's crazy. Hey, Chuck Schumer still in office. He was in office before Tupac got shot. And he's still there. It's like, can we get a term limit or nah? Good grief. Letty says, please do a video with the history of the Democrat Party with the KKK and all of that. Hey, I'll check it out. Yeah, and Planned Parenthood for sure. Bootfit says, I don't know he died. I didn't know he died. Geez, I work too much. Hey, man, I got up this morning. It was on my phone that he died. It was crazy. Big Daddy Blake says, Miss Fine, that was a good video. In his own words, he did. He sure did. All right, let me just see here. All right, did I get everybody? I believe I did. All righty. That'll be a wrap for me. I'll be back live tomorrow on the YouTubes. Okay, 8 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern on YouTube tomorrow. I'm also live Saturday on YouTube, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also live each and every Tuesday on the Instagrams. This video right here will be available Friday morning, 8 a.m. on YouTube. So this video right here that you're watching on Instagrams, it'll be available on YouTube, 8 a.m. Friday morning in full. And I'm going to put it on the Spotify as well that Friday morning. All right. So that's a wrap for me. I will see you guys tomorrow and also about the week. Oh, and by the way, if you don't know, I got a big YouTube channel. We got 1 million subscribers over there. I got Twitter. I got Facebook. And shout out to my Facebook crew. We just crossed 200,000 followers on Facebook. 200,000 followers on Facebook. So shout out to you. I crossed 100,000 in August of 25, and now we're at 200,000 in February of 26. So I think by the end of this year, we'll cross over 300, probably get to like 345 to 400 by the end of this year on Facebook. Shout out to you guys over there. You guys are a fantastic audience. Everywhere I got a good audience. TikTok, they cool, even though I can't really do TikTok that much. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everybody's cool. Twitter is a little bit more extreme. Some of y'all over there, hey, I can't even say what I saw over there. Listen, one of my videos I put up, it kind of went viral or whatever. I'm looking at the comments. Cool, Uncle Tom. And I made the mistake of clicking on somebody's page that was calling me a name. I want to see, like, what's going on with this big, fat basement dweller, 800 pounds on his bed. I went to the page, and I saw something I can't unsee. I saw something I can't unsee. So you know what? That's my fault for trying to be messy, trying to go over there and talk crazy. That's my fault. I earned that. So yeah, Twitter, you guys are good, but some of y'all are crazy. I'm talking about cool for Cocoa Puffs, for real. Some of y'all instant in the membrane. But anyway, that'll be a wrap for me. So until next time, y'all be safe. I'm out, and peace.